Okay guys, welcome back to another painting video. How exciting. Oh wait, I already tried to record this. Yeah, I hate this, the way this is set up, if I'm being honest with you. Let me see. I just kind of want to start posting more on YouTube. Oh my god, my world is crumbling. I think that's my sign over it. So this is like a couple days later because I gave up. If you couldn't tell from the last clip. So we're gonna restart this. I sketched out a design. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I feel so agitated right now. We're gonna have positive vibes, guys. Positive vibes. I originally was gonna record a let's play video, but that wasn't working out. But it will come out soon. I just need to figure it out. But I was like, okay, I might as well paint. So that's what we're doing. So my palettes, as I was talking. Oh my god, I'm gonna. Me trying not to crash out for like 7 minutes, man. Let's keep it at 7. I don't want it to be an hour. I like the setup of my room, but right now it's kind of pissing me off trying to make these types of videos. So yeah, I think I'm gonna scratch this off again. No, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, I finally figured out the setup. I think this is best. It's also my good side, you know. I think this is better for you guys to be able to see me and see me paint. So yeah. Anyways, as I was saying before, I have a palette that I am looking to use for this painting. I have no plan for this. I'm just gonna smack a bunch of paints on a palette and see what works and see what doesn't, you know what I mean? So we're gonna try that. Let me get the paints. Pink, of course. I'm also using the Apple Barrel acrylic paints. Honestly, acrylic paints, you can get the cheapest ones. If you just know how to paint, I feel like it looks good, like, you know. But yeah, so we got a bunch of pinks. I got 3 pinks because I'm gonna want to make different shades. And then I got red. It's called Cardinal Crimson. See, crimson's not a part of the, at least I don't think it's a part of the prismatic, but we're using this red. Then we got this lime green, lemonade. Yeah, and then we got lime something, sherbet, lime sherbet. So I am excited to use this green because I love pink and green. And we got yellow, yeah, lemon, yellow. And then we got Laguna, and we got like a bunch of variations of this type of blue. Caribbean, turquoise, and Laguna. Yeah, and then I got another yellow flame. And then we got pumpkin orange. And then, of course, we have white. Yeah, I just deleted some videos so I could have space for this, but hell yeah. All right, so firstly, I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but I actually hate pens. I'd rather not use them because I used to have a pen. It was all great and dandy, but then after a while, like after it would go down, my freaking, like, my head would start pounding, like hurting so bad. And so I kind of cracked it up that it was this, you know, because when I use the normal flower, it doesn't do that to me, but this does. So I don't mess with these. I don't fuck with these things. But this was given to me. It's not as a gift. Like, my brother just gave it to me. So I was like, okay, I mean, I'll take it. I don't got nothing on me. So we're just gonna finish that. But also, it gets stuck. I need to like use something to like unstick it, because after, like, recently when I try to like plug it or whatever, it goes in my mouth, and then it's not pleasant at all. We're good off. We're good off that. Let me go get some water and I'll be right back. That shit's crazy. Anyways, I don't condone this shit, but it'll keep my artistic juices flowing. So it's a tool, guys. I quit my job not so long ago, like literally like a couple days ago. It was my last day, and it's sad in ways that has nothing to do with my job. It's more about the people that I met there. Really cool, and I'm gonna miss them, you know. That's the sucky part about like creating a friendship or relationship with people when it's a workplace, because then you're kind of fucked when you leave. Not fucked, but more like, damn man, I'm gonna miss you guys. There's reasons why I left I don't really want to get into right now, but nothing bad towards the place, more like personal reasons. Everything happens for a reason, and I was there, I did great things, met cool people, and now I'm gone. This summer I am just trying to focus on doing like creative things, like obviously getting more on my grind on YouTube, because I know I haven't really been doing that, and that's just because I've been busy. But now that I don't really have anything much going on, I have no excuse, so I must do. I was gonna paint with oils, but I got a couple TikToks talking about how like if you paint with oils in your room like that you sleep in, it could like really fuck things up. Like you could get really sick from it. And obviously like ventilate your area and such, like that's a given, but also like I don't want to even take that chance. I wish I had a backyard so I could just paint there, obviously, but I mean it is what it is, it's fine. I'll just paint outdoors another day, or like my dream thing for a house is to have my own art studio. Like that's like literally the dream. Like once I have an art studio of my own, like I think I've made it in life. That, and also a balcony. Even though a balcony, it's not as luxurious, I guess, as I thought it was when I was younger. Like many people have balconies. I've never had a balcony. So balconies are so cool. And then people that have balconies like don't even like be going out there. I'm like, what? Just go out. Like on a nice day, balcony. Because sometimes I love being outdoors, but I also see, I'm looking at this now. Hold on. Looking at this now, and now I'm realizing that I'm low-key painting like how I would with oil. And it's kind of not looking the best, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna see what I can do. Maybe I'm onto something. But I just forget that acrylic, you can't fucking blend shit. You can't blend, but it's alright. I just don't want to mess this up. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Fuck. Oh, sometimes I want to be outside. A lot of the times I want to be outside, especially if it's like nice out, but I don't want to go outside. Like I don't want to leave my house. I like going to parks a lot, but I'm speaking like in terms of like if I'm alone by myself and I just want to be outside by myself, you know? I can't really do that. Like I wish I could, you know. We just live in a society where I just kind of don't want to be alone. Not that I don't want to be alone in a way like I'm codependent or anything. It's more like I don't want to be alone because I'm scared like to be outside, you know. Like I always think like, oh, I'm gonna go to the city and do this and that and this and that. The city's literally just a train away, but I also don't want to do that alone because I feel like, I don't know, I feel scared, one, just being alone outside, really. Like if it's something I'm unfamiliar with, like I'm cool with like commute and stuff, like from work or from school, because I'm like already used to that. But when it's going like somewhere that I don't really go often, I kind of get like in my head, you know. Like I'm really aware of my surroundings, and like I can enjoy it on my own, I know that, but it's like I kind of am like, okay, now what? You know, because there's only so much you can do by yourself without like kind of getting bored, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I think maybe that's just in my mindset. But the main part is because like the safety stuff of it all. This acrylic is bothering me right now. Oh my god. And also, fun fact, I used to like acrylics was my bitch. I loved acrylic. And I still do, don't get me wrong, love you. But the last couple months, I've been taking a painting class that we only use oil. And granted, we would paint like, just still lives, nothing really like we never really did faces or anything like that. But I got so used to it since it was like every week I had to like paint and use it. At first I was very intimidated by it, but now that I'm trying something else, or I'm going back to my roots of using acrylic, I'm like, oh my gosh, like the technique I use to paint has changed so much. Because before, people, like, obviously I knew about oils and I painted with oils before, not in the way that you're meant to. Like, I kind of used it as acrylic at the time because I didn't know that there was a way that you had to use it. This is like a couple years ago. But yeah, I didn't know there was a way that you were meant to. So when I used it, I didn't really use it properly, whatever. But now that I've used oil properly, like I know how to use it and stuff, I'm now peeping that my techniques are so different. That's so weird. That's so crazy how that works. 'Cause as I was saying, like, before people would talk about oil paint, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Like, it's just paint. What's the big difference, you know? I honestly was intimidated by oil. See, like, I'm not fucking with this at all, actually. I'm gonna let this probably dry, and then we're actually gonna touch the oil paints. I love my acrylics, and I have a lot of them. I just need to, like, I don't know if it's maybe because I'm high, and I'm just overthinking this, but I feel oil just does it for me now. I'm traded size. Bro, do you know how crazy this is that this is coming to me, like, naturally? Like, I'm actively seeing the effects of switching with oil and having that technique now. Bro, last time that this ever happened with me was The Sims. I used to love The Sims 3, to be exact. Love The Sims 3. Like, The Sims 3 and I were like this. And I started playing The Sims on this PC. I started playing The Sims in a little fucking silly computer that could not run The Sims at all. Like, I had to use like some fan thing to ventilate it because it was like, it would get really hot. So like, it wasn't a gaming PC, a computer at all. Then I got a PC. Gratefully, I'm very grateful for this, actually, because it's actually insane now I'm thinking about it. I got it 5th grade, like not a whole PC, like not a big setup, but a desktop computer. Because I literally got it only to play The Sims, and it wasn't anything like super expensive, but it got the job done. It's actually a really good computer. And I literally got it only to play The Sims 3. And so it's from 5th grade all the way to, I want to say freshman, like the summer going to sophomore year, I only played The Sims 3. Like, only. And obviously The Sims 4 had already came out, so it wasn't like people were already switching. Like, all my favorite Simmers were already playing The Sims 4 and this and that. And I was like, bro, fuck The Sims 4. Like, I didn't like the style of it at all. I didn't like, and there's still things that I'm like, ugh, I wish it still was there, like how it was in The Sims 3. But I remember, like, when I found out that it's not an open world thing, I was like, that shit's fucking stupid. And then there was a couple things, like, I can't remember right now, but that was one that I was like, oh my god, that's so dumb. Like, why is it not an open world? I didn't like the way that they styled The Sims at all. Like, I did not like it. I was a Sims 4 fucking hater, right? Hated it. But I was like, I will never switch to Sims 4. I'm always gonna stay loyal to Sims 3. And then my brother's girlfriend at the time, she had the Sims 4. She had all the expansions. She's like, girl, like, just try it, whatever. So she gave me her password to her Origin account. Rest in peace, Origin, when you used to be alive. I don't know if Origin still exists, but I know The Sims like switched to EA. I think it's an EA app. But before, we used to use Origin. She gave me her Origin account, and she was like, oh, like, just try it, whatever. So I did. I tried it, and I actually low-key did like it, because obviously now that I had good computer, I could use custom content, I could use like all these things, and The Sims 4 actually had. Okay, I'm going on a spiral. If you guys don't care, I'm so sorry. But for the Simmers that know, they know. You guys know. Okay, we see each other. There's like a bunch of things in The Sims 4 that I was like, wow, this is low-key good. You know, like how Sims 4 there are custom content script something, like it's already built into The Sims 4, while in The Sims 3, if you wanted custom content, like yeah, you could get it, but it was like, it's not like The Sims 3 was made to have custom content. Like Sims 4 kind of made it so it's a little bit easier, you know. I guess, I don't know, that's how it felt to me. Also, like the Sims gallery, where you could like build things, put it on the gallery, other people could download it, or you could download other people's things. I thought that was really cool. And because she had like most of the expansion packs, I literally like got the whole like the most extent of your experience in The Sims 4. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I started off base game and then worked my way up and then saw how good. Like obviously it's still that good even with base game, but in the way that I was playing it, I liked more things. I liked more aspects because I was more a like what's it called, generations type player. Like I would build stuff too, but mostly like I love creating families and building their family tree. That was like my favorite thing. So with all like these expansions that had like so many things that you could do with that, and it was more fun to play with, I was like, okay, alright, you guys ate with that a little bit, just a little bit. So now I play The Sims 4 and I haven't played The Sims 3 since, which is unfortunate. I still love The Sims 3, but it's like once you get a taste of like The Sims 4 and like the full extent of playing it, like it's hard to go back. I'm not gonna lie. But I've never played The Sims 2, interesting enough. I should play. We'll see, maybe we could play. But yeah, so that's the last time that something like this has happened where I just refuse to like try it. And now, the original thing that I stayed loyal to, I no longer like. This is like really sad for me. I don't like this. But yeah, like, I don't, you guys see like, it's kind of splotchy. Wow. Even though oil paints can get splotchy at times, it's like, I feel like easier to build. I don't know. Something about it, man. Something about it. So I think we're gonna, I think we're gonna have to switch this to oil. Never mind, guys. I'm gonna try to make this work. We're gonna try to fall back in love with acrylic because I love acrylic, and I don't know how, like, I just need to erase or like separate my painting techniques with each paint. Like, I never thought that you had to do that. I thought like painting is just painting and you just slap it on there, but it really is like, you really do need techniques to paint with different mediums. So we're gonna try. So yeah, I mean, we made a lot of revelations in this video. I made a list because sometimes when I make these videos, I never have like a set thing that I want to talk about, or it doesn't spark up anything that I really have a lot to talk about, which obviously is needed. Things that I've been seeing on like social media that I'm like, oh my gosh, everything is so annoying. Like everyone is so annoying. Or not everyone, but just like there's like such a fixation now on like plastic surgery and what another person got done and this and that and this and that and this and that. And it's like, why do we care so much? Like, and why is it such an exposing thing too? Like, for example, there's these sisters, the Caligari sisters, and beautiful, beautiful girls. Oh my gosh. And like, I always see TikToks of them, and they're like, oh, this is the plastic surgery this person got and these girls got. And it's like all speculation, like we don't know if they did. I don't think they've ever talked about it. But I'm like, okay, even if they did, why is it such a breaking news? Oh my god, this person got plastic surgery. Like, I feel like in this day and age, like, why do we care so much about it? Like, honestly, yeah, I understand, like, some beauty standards are, like, misleading, and if you have an influence and you're, like, for example, when TikTok was about to shut down, a lot of, like, gym influencers came out about having work done, and they didn't come out about it. They were kind of, like, it was kind of like a... They kind of exposed themselves, basically, like, and I don't know, like, obviously that's terrible, because it's like, there's people that are actually looking up to you, thinking that they could look this way in the way that you're telling them to, when they can't, and you just got plastic surgery, which is fine, but be, like, upfront about it. Like, don't try to sell something to someone that you had to buy, if that makes sense. But like, that's fucked, I feel like. But these are girls that they're just pretty. Like, they're just pretty. And the things that they the allegations or whatever, or the things that people are saying they got is like no jobs and stuff like that. I don't think it needs to be such an announcement, you know what I mean? Like, their whole brand isn't that, like, yeah, they're gorgeous, but they're just gorgeous, but they're like, they're not known just because of that. Like, they're funny and they're entertaining and stuff like that. Like, they aren't, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. So much talk over it, and I feel like let everyone just do whatever they want with their body, and like, why do we have to be in the business about it? Because at the end of the day, like, although they might have chose to be like famous or whatever, or they planned on it, or they worked hard for it or whatever, they're still people at the end of the day. And why do we need an announcement from them, like, about personal issues? Like, I don't think personally I would ever get plastic surgery, and that's just me, that's just what I think. Now, like, I don't think I'd want to change anything, and there's people that they do, and that's fine, you know. But let's say if I wanted to, I don't think I would express that to any of you guys. Like, if you guys can tell, you can tell. If you can't, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe I would be upfront about it. I mean, it really all depends. But like, if I want to keep something private, then that's that. Why does it have to be such a fucking exposing thing? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, like, it doesn't deteriorate someone's beauty if they got work done or not, you know? I feel like that's what it is mainly, is that people kind of like think of it as that, like, oh, she got work done, like, and then it kind of like humbles the person a bit in a way, like, in the way that they're talking about them. And I feel like that's so dumb. Like, oh my god, we're all Sims. This all just comes back to the Sims. If you really think about it, we're all Sims, and we're all just trying to like customize our character. Like, I dye my hair. I wasn't born like this. Does this mean I'm not as pretty? No. I mean, maybe to some of you guys, but in actuality, no. Like, I'm still that bitch with pink hair. If I want to get piercings, if I got a tattoo, it's all modifications. And although I could see it getting to an extreme, and I could obviously see this like affecting, which I'll talk about, like affecting our self-esteem or the way we view ourselves, because we see people online with like this type of like body. They see their idol and they're like, oh my god, they're so beautiful, like, I want to be like that. You know, it's very easy to get to that point in viewing yourself when you compare yourself to people that you look up to, you know. Like, that could even happen, not even with celebrities or influencers, but with people you know in real life, you know. But it's also like the point of comparison. Like, we can't help comparing ourselves, but also like, I try not to. I think I would say I'm a very secure person. I used to be very insecure, like in middle school, bro. Like, I was very, 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 very insecure. I mean, obviously these fucking middle school boys like expecting you to have like a fucking body type of fucking Ruby Rose or whoever the fuck. When you're like 12 or 11, like, obviously that's gonna have an effect on you, because these fucking boys are having these pressures on you. Obviously middle school is just a different time. Like, I feel like that's when you start noticing like who you are in society and all this stuff, or like the fucking hierarchy or whatever. Like, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what started happening with me, that I kind of like grew out of like being insecure. It's easier said than done, but I see so many people like talking so badly about themselves physically, and it's so like silly, you know what I mean? Because why? Like we should be lifting ourselves up. I'm honest with myself when I feel like I don't look the best, of course, and sometimes I have those days when I don't feel like I look the best, but I'm always hype. I'm like my number one hype man in my head. Back in the day, like in middle school, if someone were to call me ugly, I'd be like, damn, like, am I really ugly? Damn. But now when someone calls me ugly, I'm like, I know you're lying. And that may sound like fucked. Maybe that sounds a little conceited. I don't know. Maybe I'm treading should tread lightly here. I don't think it's really conceited. I think we should think of ourselves very highly. Like, it could even be so delusional in our heads, but it's all a form of manifestation. It all just cracks down to that. We should be our own hype man, and we should be so confident and so secure in like who we are as a person, that when people try to tear that down, you have enough support within yourself where you're like, that's not true. You know what I mean? And like, I saw TikTok about this. I think I saved it, but it was like a girl saying, if hold on. I need to blend this before it fucking dries. It was like, oh, imagine if you're walking down the street and you have purple hair, something like this, right? You have purple hair, and someone comes up to you and is like, your hair's orange. You're gonna be like, bro, no, my hair's fucking purple. Like, what do you want about? I think this is, I'm gonna try to look for it because I don't want to butcher this. Okay, I found it. Watch this.
Imagine you had bright red hair and someone came up to you and said, I don't like your blue hair. What would you think? You would probably be like, what are you talking about? I don't have blue hair. Now take that concept and apply it to people's opinions and what they say about you. If you know yourself, you know your truth, you know what you stand for, and what your intentions are, then what people say about you and think about you does not matter. Their perception of you does not take away from who you are. Imagine.
Period. Judy said it the fucking best. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if we just all become so secure with ourselves, nothing will face us. And that's fucking hard. I know it's hard. But it's something that you can become. Like, it's not so not obtainable, you know? Like, it's not at all. And insecurity is all literally in your mind. Like, of course, there's people around you that could be mean to you, or they could try to fucking humble you and bring you down and all this stuff. Obviously, there's other contexts and other factors that create insecurity within ourselves. I completely understand that. But, like, that happens to anyone and everyone, and everyone's different in their level of security and not. But you could work towards it and work towards not feeling that way about yourself, or not believing these people that are trying to tear you down. You know, obviously be self-aware, and there's sometimes this could be completely construed as being like, you're the best, you will always be the best, and you will never be wrong, and things that people say about you are never true. Because that's not true, okay? Because sometimes people hold you accountable, and you can't just be defensive about stuff like that. But I'm talking about people that are like fucking bullies, you know? Because this world is filled with fucking bullies. Me, obviously, I still have insecurities, you know? Like, I obviously don't want to talk about my insecurities, because the number one thing also is to never tell people like what you're fully insecure about, especially like people that you don't know. I'm terrible like at that, in terms of I overshare a lot, so I'm trying not to do that right now. But I have insecurities, you know, and they're still kind of there, but they were very, very, like, they were so much bigger when I was younger. And I feel like now I'm definitely more secure within myself, but they still live within me, you know. And seeing girls on Instagram that may have the things that I would like, you know, and can obtain, or things like that, like, it does suck. Like, it's not the best feeling at all. And like, but that's like within ourselves, because other people might not compare, you know. And it's just that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm gonna put a pause on that. But on the flip side of what we're talking about now, I don't think it's other people's responsibilities to cater to our insecurities either. That fucking part. Like, I be seeing so many TikToks too of like people, like a beautiful girl, freaking, you don't even know this girl, like she's not even like a influencer or whatever. Sometimes they are, and they're just posting like a cute little lip syncing video, and then the comments like, oh my god, like I looked in the mirror and sighed, or some shit, or like, oh like I guess I'm not gonna eat today, or weird shit like that. And I'm like, mama, please stop with that. If you are one of those people that comment things, please stop, because I mean, it's not funny. It's funny in a way that you probably don't think it is. And even if you feel that way, like, about yourself, don't, like, why are you creating a persona online and like publicly like letting people know that. You know, like, don't let people fucking know that. First of all, talk about it, but not in a way that it's like that. Like, it's not cute, and it's also like, for the person that posted that video, like, they probably feel like shit because they made someone feel that way, even though they're doing nothing wrong. Like, I feel come for me if you want, but I just feel like that's kind of very silly, you know. And it's obviously younger people, and I feel bad, you know, but it's just don't do it. Don't do that, guys, please. When you see videos like that of a pretty girl or whatever, you should be like, oh, like, I really like that hair color on her, would it look good on me? Or, oh, like, I like that outfit, let me try it on. Let me try something similar. Oh, I really like the way she did her makeup. Oh, maybe let me try doing makeup, you know? Because everything about comparison and getting insecure, and the fundamental thing about it is, like, you're comparing yourself because you see something on them that you like, right? And you feel in your head, oh, I can't obtain that, whatever. Don't try to obtain that, but do something similar, because maybe it'll make you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is just admiration, and then it could get twisted into, like, admiration, but now I feel bad about myself. You know, when it could just be admiration, let me try that. I don't know. I want to change the topic. I feel like I've been rambling on about this, and I don't know. I don't like sounding preachy either, because I don't know anything either. Like, come on, guys. I am a 20-year-old. I barely know what's going on. So I don't want to speak on things like that so much. Although I do have opinions on it, I just don't want... I don't know. I could always be wrong. You know? So, I mean, if you disagree, just enlighten me on why. But my point of all of that is just, I feel that these things shouldn't be like, it shouldn't, plastic surgery shouldn't be like sold to us either, is another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, I think also the downsides of plastic surgery is like the trend that's coming about it. And everyone has a BBL, everyone has this, everyone has that, and they're carbon copies of each other. And these are women that are already beautiful, you know, like, that didn't need it, you know, personally. But also, who am I to say that, you know? But it's like, I feel like it could also go into like, oh, this person has something that I have, but then they didn't like it anymore, and they switched it to this. That's where I think that influence comes in too. It's just, it's not even like you're probably like, these people are probably like thinking exactly that, but that's the vibe that's being translated from that, you know, like, oh, this person had this, but I also had that, but have that, and now they got plastic surgery to remove that, you know. I think that's where that trend comes from, where everyone thinks like, oh, this is the beauty standard, this is what I need to get. If I can't obtain that, then I'm not beautiful. And I feel like both can be true. I think a lot of the things I'm thinking can contradict each other, but I stand on the contradictions. You know, I'm pro whatever the fuck you want to do with your body. I'm against girls feeling insecure. So that is what I want you guys to take from that.
And before I go, I just want to say, it matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others. Thank you.
All right, y'all, I'm back and recharged. I made myself Caesar salad, and it was pretty damn good. Enter picture here. It was delicious. It's my first time making a Caesar salad. It's not hard. You literally just have to like cut up some veggies, cook some chicken, and call it a day, and it was really good. So yeah, I just didn't add croutons because I don't know. I feel like croutons sometimes taste like they taste good, but they like are too hard to like bite down on. Am I the only one that feels that way? Comment down below. Progress, but that's what she's looking like right now. I don't know what color hair I should give Miss Girl. What do y'all think? I'm thinking pink, but I've done so many pink-haired bitches in my paintings Actually, I've only made one, and I'm looking right at her. Maybe she's a continuation. I don't know. My god, why can't I speak? These past couple of months have really, I don't know, I feel like I've changed a lot. I feel like everyone should be changed, like changing all the time. Like, we shouldn't stay in the same way that we are. I do think that we should not just let life change us, but also strive to change on our own actions. I've really been trying to be more aware, or I guess have been more aware of life itself and how important it is, and all these like aspects about my life that I don't want, that I do want, my future that I want, future I don't want, and like all these things recently. And it's not like anything has changed since a couple months ago. I just feel like, I don't know, recently I've just kind of tried to change my ways, things positively for myself, positively for other people, change the way I view situations as well, and like like my problem solving skills as well, like in relationships or just in general. Like, although I'm still very flawed, still, of course, we're all flawed individuals and no one's perfect, but I'm trying to, like, you know, like prioritize things that I haven't prioritized in a long time. And also, like, I'm 20 years old now. Like, although that's not so old, I'm not so young anymore. I can't really use that as an excuse anymore, really, in my head. And yeah, I just wanna, like, I want to adult a lot better. Like, I want to create this amazing version of myself. Like, all the things that I want in my life, I want it to happen. All these things that I like put off, like, oh yeah, I'll eventually get to it, I want to do it now, you know? I can't just like avoid doing it my entire life and just be like, oh yeah, although I have the rest of my life to live, like, there's things that I just want, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to it, and I never do. So yeah, I'm trying to like kind of get into that mode, like, oh, like, you know, we only live once. These things that you want, like, I want to learn how to roller skate, and I'm going to learn how to roller skate this summer, or I'm gonna learn how to drive this summer. Like, all these things that I've been wanting to do for the longest time, I'm gonna try doing. With YouTube too, like, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, I literally had a Littlest Pet Shop account, like, YouTube channel, and it was basically like little skit videos of Littlest Pet Shops, and I would post on that shit, bro. And I think I got, if I look back, I feel like I had a lot of views on this one video I posted, that like kind of went not viral, but like viral for me. Like 100 people saw it at the time, and I'm like, oh my god. So I want to also like kind of get on my grind with this. Like, although I don't take it too seriously, I feel like this is like, there's, what am I trying to say? We as human beings love community. Like, I love community so much. I realized this after quitting my job and like realizing how many cool people I met. It's like all about like having a space, a group where you can meet new people, have similar interests as you know? More like, I'm trying to be a little bit more extroverted and like get in touch with that side of myself, so I can meet new people and have cool connections with different people, you know? And I'm getting out of my comfort zone about that. I think I've been cool with it, but also I don't want to look like a weirdo, like approaching people. Literally the other day, I was at the bus stop with my mom. I saw this really cute girl at the bus stop, and she looked around my age, and I like just approached her because I really liked her bag. I actually saw that bag in another website before, and then I completely forgot about it. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I love her bag. And I was contemplating like going up to her and complimenting her bag, because, you know, some people are just like hello. And that's fine, because some like a stranger approaching you is kind of like nerve-wracking sometimes. But I ended up approaching her, and I gave her my Instagram. We just started talking, whatever. And then yeah, and it was cool, and then we bonded over actually like making art and such, and just talking about that. And she even said like that my art has like inspired her to like draw again, and I love that so much. Like I love hearing like that I inspired something, or like a conversation that we've had inspired like a different trajectory in someone's life. Like that's really cool, because like we don't know how much influence we have, and like even just a random conversation to have with like a random person could really like have effects on that person, you know. Because I've definitely had like very short interactions with people that oh no, I didn't mean to do that I like cherish to this day, because I'm like, oh wow, like, and I learned, and like I took something from that conversation even years later, you know. So it's always cool like to interact with people, you know, and like share interests and share ideas and such. And so I've been doing really good on that, I think.
That's what I see life is about. The point is, unless you're God conscious, then you have to change, because it's a waste of time. Everybody is so limited and so really useless when you think about the limitations on yourself. And the whole thing is to change, try and make everything better and better, and that's what the physical world is about.